Hello everybody, AJ Ryzik here, and a little bit of a channel update just to keep everyone abreast of what's going on and everything. Um, Many of you may have noticed that I've been a little lighter on the videos lately, and do not worry, I am not getting burnt out or anything like that. It is just that it is now summertime, the kids are out of school. There are 4 school-age children in this house, and it limits the amount of quiet time that I have. Um, it's going to be a little lighter on the videos for until they go back to school, which is at the end of August. Um, and my goal is to at least get one video out a week for the rest of the summer, and then we'll start picking up the schedule again once summer is over and the kids are back in school and whatnot, and I get more quiet time around here in the house. Because that's the big factor right now. It's not that there's plenty of stuff to review and whatnot, but at the same time, even the high school kids, it's hard to keep them quiet enough that I can do these videos. So anyway, um, for those of you that are concerned about the lighter schedule, that's all it is. So moving on from there, let me look at my notes here. Um, at the same time, being that I do have more, I wouldn't say more free time, but less video time, I've got some other projects around here that I am working on. I got some stuff around the home that I'm working on, do a little remodeling, that sort of thing. For those of you that are following my writing, um, my goal is to have the next novel completed by the end of summer, and I'm still planning on doing a crowdsourcing campaign to fund the printing for the paperback and that sort of thing. So there'll be more stuff to come on the channel as that gets a little closer, but that project is continuing as well. And then kind of going along with that, I know a lot of you that follow me are also on Google Plus, and you may have recently saw my post about getting a Panasonic G6 for photography. I have been heavy into photography for a long time. Back in the late '80s, I did a fair amount of work in both manual focus 35 millimeter, and then also worked a little bit in medium format. Early 90s got even more into medium format, but then when the digital craze first started hitting, I got into digital, and then kind of fell off of it for a while. Well, recently, like I said, I picked up a Panasonic G6, and it's the micro four thirds format, and it's also mirrorless. And one of the advantages, why I went with that, was it's allowing me to revisit all of these old manual focus lenses that I used to love working with. Plus, the crop factor on it is 2 times. So if you've got a lens that is, say, a 200 millimeter lens, it becomes a 400 millimeter equivalent on the with the micro four thirds format. So, talking about all of the old Minolta lenses, mounted on here right now, you can see I know it kind of looks like a big cannon on the end of the or a big battleship gun on the end of this camera, but that is an old Minolta manual focus 70 to 210 zoom, and you'll notice when you zoom in and out, there it's internally focused, so it's there's no extending and shortening of the lens barrel. All these lenses from back in that time area from the standpoint of mechanics, they are just so well built compared to a lot of the lenses out today. Plastic is an unheard of thing. It's all metal construction. It's durable. Lens coating was not as high tech back then, and of course, it is manual focus. But now that so many of the DSLRs and mirrorless cameras have the focus peaking, which aid with your focusing, that's no longer an issue. And you can focus, having played with this past few weeks or so, I can focus it just as well as on those old school manual focus cameras. Now, granted, I cannot focus fast enough for doing like action shots, but setting this thing up on a tripod and shooting some bird photos, that sort of thing, this is great. And then that 2x crop factor is awesome. Like I said, that lens over there is goes up to 210 millimeters, so it's the equivalent of a 420. Was at the Cincinnati Zoo last week. Great zoom ins that I got there. And use a decent ISO, so that you can have a relatively fast shutter speed. And I was getting great photos. So anyway, spending a little bit of time playing around with photography stuff, and I don't know if there's an interest. I may do some videos on that. Leave me some comments down below if you're interested in seeing some some videos on shooting with the Micro Four Thirds cameras and using the old manual focus lenses, all that kind of stuff. And also, the G6 is awesome when it comes to video. Still playing around with it, kind of getting doing some test shots and all that kind of stuff. But down the road, I may be switching from using the webcam for my videos to using that, because the video quality is great. I got a lavalier mic. That's one of the little ones that you pin on your shirt. The audio quality is great. Like I said, I need to do a little more testing to get things just the way that I want it, but that may be what I switch to in the future. Anyway, so talking about all that kind of stuff, let's talk about future videos, and let me look at my notes here just so I don't miss anything. I'm going to continue doing more of the lightweight stuff. I've got a couple of lightweight distros that I want to look at. And I promised a review of the SeaMonkey browser. I will be doing that, and I would like some input as far as, do you just want me to review the browser itself or the entire SeaMonkey suite? Leave some comments and whatnot down below so that I know what you're looking for. I previously did a review of the SeaMonkey browser. It's been a while though, so if you guys want to see a complete review of all of the applications in the SeaMonkey suite, just let me know and I'll do that. Otherwise, I'll just stick with reviewing the browser itself. One of the lightweight distros I will be reviewing is the recent release of Manjaro, the XFCE. I'll be looking at that. And then some other videos that are not quite so lightweight. I've looked at Linux Mint in the past, but never at their KDE distribution, so I'm going to look at that. Also going to have a few videos, or at the very least one, on KDE 4 series, as far as setting up your desktop and tweaking it and whatnot, making it perform well. And I know that KDE 5 is now out. 5.3 is now here and whatnot, and Ubuntu has switched over to KDE 5 series, and Manjaro has, and so many distros have switched over. However, everything is not fully ported to from KDE 4 series to KDE 5 series. There's a lot of well, really all kinds of stuff that has not been moved over yet. A lot of the plasmoids, some of the launchers, all kinds of stuff. Uh, so there's that going on, and then plus if you look at like say for example, um, Ubuntu or Kubuntu 14.04, you still have a couple of years of support life left, and a lot of people are going to choose the more stable of the distribution over the most recent distribution, just because as much as I like to have the latest and greatest software, there are plenty of people out there, and with good reason, who prefer stability over new features. So, I'm going to take a look at that. And then another project that, and it's going to end up being a series rather than just one or two videos, is that I will be building a more than just a home theater PC. It will be a home theater PC slash gaming PC. Not heavy duty in the gaming, but decent performance and whatnot for some gaming. And so I'm going to be building that. Now, being the person that I am a very big fan of antiques. And I also do a lot of woodworking. So I am planning on building a wooden PC case that will imitate the look of an old 1920s to 1930s wooden radio. Now, one design that I've been looking at, this one right here. And I'm not definitely set on this particular design. This is one that I'm looking at. And when I build this PC to go inside this case, I'm not necessarily looking for exact, authentic, an exact replica of what a certain model of antique radio look like. I just I want that general look. So it may be a case that mimics a GE model but has a Zenith dial on it or something like that. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about having it as an exact copy of a certain model. I just like that general style, and that's what I want to build. So we'll have some videos on, I'll probably do a little bit on me building the case and then assembling the PC inside of it. And then when I go and set up the operating system and software and all that, my plan right now is going with Kodi, which used to be called XBMC, using that for the media player, media server, home theater, whatever you want to call it, for that section of it, and then also run Steam. As far as operating system, I have not decided yet. I will probably go with one of the Ubuntu-based long-term support releases. It might be Ubuntu 14.04, or maybe Kubuntu 14.04, or maybe Ubuntu Gnome 14.04. Whatever I go with, I'd rather it be a long-term support release, because this is one of those cases where I don't necessarily want to be doing maintenance on the PC all the time. I don't have to have the latest software on it. It's a media and gaming server, so it doesn't need all the latest and greatest features. Anyway, that is about it on this little video. Please leave all the comments, questions, all that kind of stuff down below. And I'd sure like your input on some of these different questions that I asked, and love to hear from everybody. Oh, by the way, I think the last check, the channel is up to right around 1,300 subscribers. So thank you for all the subscribers, and please keep sharing the channel with your family, friends, all that kind of stuff. The more subscribers, the better. Uh, the more people I got subscribing, the more reason I got to do the videos. Anyway, see you on the next video. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.